It's an exciting day to be a Colts fan as today on Tuesday, February 13th, 2024, Anthony Richardson is back throwing the football. And I'll show you this video here, a quick video that came out from Anthony Richardson's agent. And this comes shortly after Anthony Richardson was cleared to return back to throwing, able to throw, then cleared by doctors. And this is a video from down in Jacksonville where he's doing some work. And as he works his way back, at least right now, what we're hearing is that his trainers kind of had to pull him back and make sure he wasn't doing too much and he wasn't going to go too hard right off rip, right? We knew Anthony Richardson was ready to get back throwing. He's talked about it before, right? In the season press conference. Anthony Richardson mentioned sometime in mid-February, he wanted to get back throwing. He was able to do that, but had to be held back a little bit. Now, also, Anthony Richardson's surgeon said that he is roughly 6 to 8 weeks ahead of where he was expected to be at this time. And that there bodes very well. That shows a couple of things. One, his work ethic, right? Having to work through the rehab to try to come back and doing it carefully enough and taking care of himself enough that he's able to be ahead of schedule. Now, it also shows, his age is definitely a part of being able to heal quicker. But some guys just have the ability to be able to heal quicker, right? Like that Wolverine blood is what you'll hear some people talk about. And if Anthony Richardson being 6 to 8 weeks ahead of schedule, like it's not Aaron Rodgers where, he tears his Achilles and then 20 weeks later, Aaron Rodgers is taking, basically looks just fine doing dropbacks, right? Never came back in and played an actual game. But what Aaron Rodgers did on that Achilles is crazy, especially for a guy that's about 40 years old. Anthony Richardson being able to come back earlier than expected, much earlier than expected, bodes well for his health, bodes well for the future and what we're going to see from him, right? If he does happen to have any other injuries, he can work back from them quicker. He's good at taking care of himself and disciplined in doing so that he can get back on the field. That's exactly what we hope to see, right? Not only do you have that aspect of it, but also like him being able to get back early, like he's going to be able to start to get work in. And instead of having to get work in, mid-April, right? It's mid-February. Super Bowl just happened. He's in a spot where he can start to, relearn how to throw the ball. He can get comfortable throwing that ball again. Maybe down the line, mid-April, that'll be a time where he's working with his receivers again. And at that point, the draft's going to be coming up. He knows he's going to have Josh Downs. He knows he's going to have Alec Pierce. It's sounding more like, there might actually be a realistic possibility that Michael Pittman Jr. ends up getting franchise tag. It's hard for me to believe Chris Ballard will do that because he has never used the franchise tag. But we'll see what happens there. But Anthony Richardson being able to throw right now is great news. And that, going along the lines of kind of what other people are talking about, with Patrick Mahomes being the Super Bowl champion and being Super Bowl MVP again, a lot of people are like, okay, who's going to do it? Okay, Josh Allen is unable to dethrone Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow was able to get to a Super Bowl, but was unable to win a Super Bowl and was unable to really, make sure Patrick Mahomes isn't the class of the AFC in the NFL. So people are talking about who's next up, who's going to be the one that's going to be able to get it done. And Anthony Richardson's name is a big part of that conversation. So with Anthony Richardson coming back and with the Colts continuing to build around Anthony Richardson, it'll be interesting to see just how far this Colts team can go as long as AR is healthy. So I'm hoping he's able to do so. FanDuel Sportsbook on their Twitter, just a little while before I started recording this video, they put some dark horse MVP candidates and the odds for him for next season already. And Anthony Richardson of the dark horses is at the top at plus 3,000. Now, Jared Goff is on here, plus 5,000. Justin Fields, plus 5,000. Baker Mayfield is at plus 6,000. And you have Justin Jefferson, Geno Smith, plus 10,000. Caleb Williams, Daniel Jones, J.J. McCarthy, Kenny Pickett are all on this list at plus 15 and plus 30,000. But what we're seeing, a lot of people believe Anthony Richardson can be that guy. So going into 2024, the fact that he's back right now, he's already starting to throw the ball again. We know what he can do with his legs. So going into next season, it's a very exciting time. Today is a very exciting day for Colts fans, knowing that our guy is on his way back. He's taking a massive step in the right direction and being able to throw the ball. And going into 2024, man, this is going to be everything for us, right? Everything, the whole future of the franchise right now is laying on Anthony Richardson's shoulders, which sounds like a lot to put on a kid, but that's just the way it is. Everything's being built around him. Everything hinges on what he can do. So this is a great first step. Great to have him back, getting some activity in. I'm going to be excited to see, more of this development. And as, he continues to develop in his rehab and continues to go through the latter portions of this rehab, then we're going to continue to talk about it. We're going to continue to talk about our guy because, again, everything rides on him. Nothing really matters if he's not the guy at the helm. So we have a lot to talk about. We're also going to talk about backup quarterback options pretty soon. So make sure you're subscribed with notifications on so you get notified when those videos do come out. And of course, I appreciate you joining me for another video. And as always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and go Colts.